about to tip off an anticipated semifinals matchup, and this tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Coach, we were talking Fajardo getting better throughout this conference. Remember, he is now averaging a double-double as Marshall Lassiter pulls up for the first bucket of the game. How did they stop?
Footer, but I think with the material that TNT has, they have to bring him out of the paint just like that, and hopefully you can consistently make
More, because having Junmar in the paint is a totally different challenge for the TNT Tropang Giga.
Yes, I think he'd challenge him more. Shooting the 15-foot jump shot
is already a problem. Kapag not short with that one, but Arwin Santos pulls up for the free throw jumper. That's good.
the old reliable.
Marshall Lassiter now back to Arwin Santos. Junmar Fajardo just outsmarting Aram and finishing inside despite the pressure from Montalvo.
Yeah, Ram shot the shot. One made, one missed. Then this time down the floor, he attacked the basket but turned the ball over.
De La Salle giving it off to R. Pogoy. Mikey Williams quiet here so far. Aram toes the three, pulls up and makes it. Good. Hoy Aram wins the battle of the rebounds against Junmar, and a wide open Troy Rosario. TNT pushing the pace.
Right.
Pulls up for the long two, no good. Junmar gets the offensive rebound and unable to finish this because of all the pressure.
Once, but not anymore. Knowing Arwin being the mature and smart player that he is.
Gabe Montalvo with the reverse.
Now Coach Shot has a lot of trust in him.
Hoy Aram running down the floor and Troy Rosario to finish. So we're seeing TNT a prophet. He knows what they're going to do. Talking about the TNT Tropang Giga, they have been pushing the pace and they went into the timeout with an 11-8 lead. Maybe the TNT team has a deeper bench, but then the top parts of that San Miguel bench, incredible. CJ Perez.
Yes, he's a physical defender. He's stocky. Sometimes he's got an offensive game going, and here he is, and here is Poy Aram shooting his second.
Let's take a look at this again. So this is going to be interesting because we have seen this already, and this is the second time it's happened and the same result. Poy Aram pulling up for three without any pressure from Junmar, and that misses everything. But Dennis Romeo unable to keep possession alive. Running down though, Castro gets the bucket to fall despite the pressure from Ross.
But he can position himself toe-to-toe with Mo Tautua. Great layup by Jason Castro. Great challenge.
TNT have in terms of a showing double at the post regardless of who it is.
You're correct, showing but not really doing. Just showing the double team and a good layup.
Williams with the first bucket of the game. Again, he averages around 17.7 points per game. Let's see how he averages against Terence Romeo, who will get the bucket to fall and one.
You initiate and lalansihin ka to a mistake right there. To a mistake.
So Caruela just a bit on the first fake, and Terence Romeo just good stop there coming from Big Mo Tautua. CJ Perez. Oh! Almost with the flush. Just a bit short, but the bucket goes anyway. There's a stop a while ago of Mo Tautua on Glenn Combuntin. And then the finish of CJ Perez. It's like he was Terence Romeo. Almost loses it. Oh, and Dave Marcelo. Great defensive presence. He stopped basically two. Marcelo. TNT trying to find some penetration and eventually get it through our Pagoy.
Good penetration by Jason Castro. Good cut.
Quarter.
So Marshall thought it was a mismatch against Pugoy. Pugoy is a pretty good defender. And you don't like Marshall in the points, and he ball from one end to the other. I'm just complimenting my player. So he's very comfortable just scoring.
CJ Perez twisting in. Our Pugoy unable to finish there. Mikey Williams gives it back to Pugoy. Pugoy pull up three, gets that to fall.
Well, that's the philosophy of the dribble drive, is really shoot a lot of threes.
Alex Capagnot, first to the ball, first to the bucket. Santos, pull up, 3, that's good.
But that's Santos' strength, is the spot of 3.
Almost automatic if Arwin gets it in his favorite spot. Castro. Off the pick and roll, clear daylight to the...
And Aram will be in the game. That means Aram will play like 35 minutes. Can Aram play 35 minutes when he's not used to?
Mikey Williams has yet to really announce his presence in this game yet, and Troy Rosario found a bit of room, and it hasn't been a vintage Junmar Fajardo conference yet, but then we all know that once he gets into rhythm, once he starts getting comfortable again after a long time of not playing, that could change.
He knows that if they make it to the championship, that's another seven-game series.
Terence Romeo with a crack. Mikey Williams will try to answer back by giving it to Pagoy, but Pagoy is blocked, and Troy Rosario there to clean it up.
Scrappy plays by TNT.
Defensive play coming from Chris Ross on Mikey Williams. CJ Perez on the attack. Forces the foul and gets the basket. People forget how lethal he could be despite being surrounded by so many stars. He can get his buckets.
And that's a skill.
Set out now to Rosario. Marcelo inside, challenging Junmar Fajardo, and gets the reverse to fall.
Good.
And ends up with San Miguel.
For Jason, missing a lot. I think that's his second or third missed layup.
CJ Perez showing that he can score in following Mike Williams wherever he went.
Right.
Motautua working on Troy Rosario and getting it to fall. Moto to make it difficult, and boy, that was enough. Pugoy attacking Junmar, getting the finish. And the Marshall Lassiter misses the three-point attempt, and Heruela pushing the pace. Mikey Williams gets his second bucket of the game. Relatively quiet here as well. Now Junmar Fajardo working on Big Dave Marcelo. Goes at it by himself and just extends to the finish.
Sometimes he doesn't. So if he can make these three-point shots in this game.
TV friendly, so we have to talk over it. RR Pugoy extending and finishing. Now double-digit scoring for RR Pugoy with that one. Motautua, double shown. They move the ball around, wide open for Marshall Lassiter, and that is a layup for him if you leave him that open.
Yes, wide open.
Yung jumper,
yeah,
jumper.
The jumpers.
I don't know, Coach. I think that should be the next uniform of Gilas. What do you think? As Motautua finishes inside. Of course.
Shouting defense.
Take a look at this pass there coming from Junmar Fajardo to Motautua. That was a big-to-big connection that really wasn't happening in the first.
The shots aren't falling, so in comes Jason Castro.
Junmar Fajardo stopped twice. First by the rim, second by Troy. Giving to our Pugoy. Pugoy left with a little bit of space, and this has been the quarter of an RR Pugoy.
Yes, he's the one keeping the jump shots.
Despite how well Pugoy is playing, they're having a hard time keeping San Miguel away. But Dave Marcelo with the swat, and then there it is, CJ Perez. First that block on.
Let's get from the outside.
Almost a steal there. Perez on the attack with the finish. Oh my goodness, CJ Perez. And here attacking the same person and saying, you're not getting it this time. Reyes. Jason Castro. Short shot clock here. Has to get going. Mikey Williams. Bailout three. That is good.
Yeah.
Answer back with a three of his own. Jason Castro running the break. And finish there from Cobuntin. And then the San Miguel Beermen have no answers offensively. Another turnover here. Reyes with a little daylight with the tough finish. Take a look at this again. Reyes going up in the air, showing one way and staying up as long as possible to get that through Chris Ross.
Hang time by Ryan Reyes.
Converged to defend Motautua, and another turnover. Castro running the break, and a foul and one.
11, and he should just do the same thing. Just bait yourself, you know that the double's coming from the baseline, and swing the ball.
Big bucket digits before the end of the third. They go to Troy Rosario, who let go of the ball but finishes anyway. Close there from Terrence a while ago.
And then all of a sudden, they made that 9-0 run, and now they're up by 11.
Cabagnot getting the first bucket of San Miguel here in that position, though. We saw that in the game winner last time around.
Right.
In his first game. And Castro with a wraparound to Cobuntin.
Yes, easy layup again. Easy layup again by TNT.
Cabagnot. Now to Arwin. All the time in the world, and the triple falls.
Maybe because, you know, since the start, it was Chris Ross. And Chris Ross, we know, is one of the best defensive players in the PBA.
TNT attacking Terrence Romeo. He kicks it out to Pugoy. Pugoy all by himself off the glass, and Pugoy has been a man on a mission here. Cabagnot, they give it back to Junmar. Junmar finding Marshall. What an intelligent pass coming from the big man.
Yeah, now he knows. That's what's so great about Junmar. He knows.
Is the Beermen's lowest output this conference versus TNT in the elimination since September 8th, where they only scored 67. So, really, for sure.
Yes.
Junmar Fajardo trying to find CJ Perez. And as we talk about the scoring of San Miguel Beermen, they run that down. Cobuntin gets Doheruela to Pugoy. Pugoy, pull up. That's good.
See, that's what Chris Ross was complaining about.
Junmar Fajardo held on to it. He saw the double, avoided Mikey Williams. Calling the shots here, quarterbacking as he always does. He pulls up for three. He does it himself.
Yes, you know when
well and alive here in the PBA, and Jason Castro is really one of those big guys there. Wide open look here for Marshall. That is good. Big. Dave Marcelo. Take a look at this again. Great ball movement. 1-2 passes, finding Marshall Lassiter for... Really, it's a layup for him if you leave him that way. They have had a hard time finding the bottom of the net. Junmar Fajardo on the attack, working on Troy Rosario and the finish.
That's why Troy Rosario will have a hard time, because you see...
Finding Pugoy and Aram with the offensive rebound, and he has been so important to this TNT team. Talk about Poyero. Turnovers also very much in favor of the TNT Tropang Giga. Pugoy on the attack, gets the foul and one! Again, R.R. Pugoy on the drive, attacking. The usual suspects in terms of scoring is Mikey Williams, but then when he's not scoring, Pugoy is the one taking it through the cup.
Yes, in the third quarter, it was Pugoy. Then in the fourth quarter, Jason took on their side if they make this stop. If San Miguel scores, then it's still a game.
TJ Perez gets that one to fall, and it's still a game,
It's still
Coach.
a game. It's
Castro, 4-3. Not that time, and Chris Ross sniffs out the rebound. CJ Perez. 1 point lead for the TNT Tropang Giga. Still a timeout for TNT. We go to Arwin Santos. Time running out. 5 seconds left. Marshall on the drive. Pull up. No good. And that'll do it. TNT with the stop at a crucial time. They end up taking first blood over the San Miguel Beermen. But it was a tough contest. Their defense proved to be the difference here at the end of the game, stopping the giants that are the San Miguel Beermen. Marshall Lassiter on with the drive, attacking Pugoy. But then the two white shirts...
job of defending it and, you know, seeing what was coming.
1 point lead, 1 point win rather, for the TNT Tropang Gigas. The San Miguel Beermen lose out in this tight contest.